Alright. I think we're ready. I think we're live. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm just gonna wait for my thingy-mabob on my tablet to go. We're gonna run a quick ad. Hopefully the ads work. There we go. Ads are running. We're live once more. Oh my goodness. Let me just quickly pop that in. Okay, let's go. Alright. It is day 113. It should be like day 116, but it's not. But that's okay. That's fine. We're live for as long as we're live. Well, hello, welcome. It is good to see you. Oh my goodness. I hope you're doing well. I hope life is good. I hope all the good things are coming your way. How are you? I have resurfaced from the ether once more before I go and slink back into the ether, which I'm going to try and not do after this. I'm hoping all signs are pointing to work not being a Muppet tomorrow. So all signs are pointing to I might be able to stream. Fingers crossed. I have been okay, I think. Life, the universe is just doing whatever it can to stop me streaming. I swear to God. The universe is like, we're gonna test you. We're gonna test you. We got work as usual, but work will be work for the rest of the year, so that's fun. And me and the boy got sick last week, pretty much all last week, and I'm still fighting off the dregs of it with COVID-like illness. I don't know if it was the COVID. I don't think it was. We kept testing negative. But it was like the COVID. Well, actually, no, I do know where we got it from. So that was annoying. And I wanted to die. So, not really, but felt like it. Felt like it. Guess what? What? Have you been nominated for Streamer of the Year at the... Is it Streamies? I don't know, interweb stuff. Oh my god! Congratulations! Oh my goodness! I was about to clap the microphone. Congratulations. Oh my good golly. We are waiting expectantly for your reviews. Expectantly for those reviews. I'm very excited. Whenabouts did you find out? Oh my god, that's so exciting! I mean, you'll be doing like pseudo reviews as you're playing, I guess. But I mean, me. There we are. You're all the way in there the next day. God damn. That is exciting. That's when you know you've made it. And especially with like a series like that. Oh. Couple of hours and then send them the bot. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I mean, and that's not even too big of an ask. That is definitely not too big of an ask. I mean, you'd be like, bruh. You'd be like, I'll have 12 hours of stuff. like 12 hours of stuff. Do you want all of it, or do you just want the best 2 hours? Average view is 16. Damn. Damn. I'm lucky if I still break 3. I'd consider it lucky, but I mean, you've been streaming for hells more longer, and I mean, I'm just like, if I get 1, if I get 1, I'm happy, like genuinely. Oh, also, I'm gonna try and finish this burger that the boys made. It's a lovely chicken burger. I'm gonna try and finish it.
This battle won't be a problem either.
Oh.
The victor has been decided.
That felt great. I really made myself.
Oh my god, Scythius, hello! Oh my goodness. Scythius, it reminds me. I've seen your message. I saw it a couple of hours ago. After the stream. After the stream, I'll add you. And I hope you're doing well. I hope life is good. I hope life is fabulous. You know, I'm hoping that I might be out of a big long stretch of work and illness related delays. We've got this week actually, we've done the kickoff for like 3 new intranet projects, all of which are pretty much starting in proper next week. It's gonna be a full-on week next week, but they're all fairly, I want to say small, like they're all small businesses, I guess. So the intranet project shouldn't be massive, which might mean I can have my evenings back, which would be lovely. But what was I gonna say?
The victor has been decided.
But yeah, so we'll see how I go. I'll try and not slink back into a hole like I had been, and keep it up, because we are on a deadline. I need to finish this thing. I've got literally a month. I've literally got a month to finish this darn thing. So I cannot afford delays. Which also reminds me, I still haven't even pre-ordered Storm Connections, which is so bad of me. I'm struggling a bit on the creative work. Oh, wedding prep stress. Marriage license. Of course, yeah, you need a marriage license. You can't just get like. Do you guys ever play any of the Utaweru Mono? No, but I have heard of them. Heard. I don't even know if I've heard good or bad things. I'm assuming good things. And oh my god, side this. I really hope that the wedding stress dissipates soon and that you can enjoy the most magical day. Really do. Oh my goodness. I really hope it goes well. It is a bright spark in my life at the mo, in the darkness and pain and death and destruction of my work. It is a bright spark. Because oh my god, weddings are so exciting. Need a third party that knows us. Wait, you need a third party who knows you both before you can get the meeting to get the license. Really? Okay. That's weird. I see what you mean by that being weird. Because I can understand the whole like witness thing when you're doing it, when you're signing the piece of paper for real, you need people there. but even get the meeting together? Oh. Why can't marriage be easy? Well, playing trails recently. I need to be careful what I say because Cypress is around. And I don't want to accidentally spoil. Where have I gone? I've been playing like literally like half an hour's here and there where I can. I am... What have I just done? I am... Chapter 7? Chapter 6? No, Chapter 7 of Sky 1. No, Sky 2. Sorry. Bad guys have done bad things, and there's now something in the sky. And now I'm just walking around doing stuff. I don't know if that's at all comprehensible, but that's what I'll be doing. Did I cry? Surprisingly, I'm gonna assume that what you're talking about is a bit on a beach. I think. And if it is the bit on the beach, that's short-lived. I did tear up. I did tear up. I didn't cry, but I did tear up. But also frustrated that it was short-lived, and that I'm hoping that there is a longer equivalent of that scene later. And that's all I'll say on the matter.
You're pretty good.
But I'm also it's interesting because I flip-flop between is it good that I've played Sky now, having played Cold Steel? And I wish I'd played this first, because the whole stuff about well, actually no. Because I want to be careful what I say. The bad guys, like I know who the bad guys is, but would it have been more impactful in Cold Steel? Like, is it the other way around? Is it if I had played this first, would Cold Steel have been more impactful? But I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Being every cult set. True. True. In fact, actually, that's a good point. Scythius. Is knowing who and what certain things are in Sky, are you glad that you know about characters and things beforehand? Because I will say, in fact, actually, I've got the example that I sort of started thinking about this for. The problem I had, and I loved it in Cold Steel 2, when in the little intermission-y bit where Reen's on the ship and then you're like chatting to like Blue Blanc and all those peeps, I'm just like, oh my god, these are the bad guys, oh my goodness, oh my lord. And then you're playing like more of the Cold Steel games and you're like, Blue Blanc and all of them, they kind of feel like just like passive. I say passive, they do stuff, but like they just feel like just content just to like not really do too much. You know, they're kind of just, it doesn't feel like, oh my goodness, Ouroboros, these huge big like evil peeps. In Cold Steel, the Ouroboros doesn't feel like an evil, it doesn't feel like a super evil organization. But
Check that out.
in Sky, I've got to be so careful what I say. In Sky, the villains feel like you feel the menace more. You're like, oh, hang on, you know, when these characters appear, like, oh, okay, like, I've actually got to, like, I'm intimidated, or I'm like I could, like, on edge, because, you know, stuff's gonna go down. Whereas in Cold Steel, I haven't felt that, like, oh dear, oh my god, this character's appeared, oh no, like, what's gonna happen? The closest thing I can think of would have been probably C, when you didn't know who C was. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. All I can say is I'm still loving it. Still having a blast. And I love Kevin. That's all I can say. I love Kevin. Who else do I love? Is there another character I love? Who says it's good to go at it? That's a good way of putting it. Good way of putting it. Yeah. Yeah, I think... Bruh, do never ever apologize for a brick text. The bigger the brick, the better, is what I always say. But then again, I've got a nice big screen I can read it on. But anyway, never apologize for the brick of text. But yeah. Yeah, no, I think I'm enjoying the... It'd be interesting going back and playing Cold Steel again. And now being like, I understand. Okay. Like, yeah. Cause I think my biggest thing is just my biggest thing is I guess just trying to keep track of dates and like chain of events.
That's your grave.
Well, let me oblige. Let me oblige, my good sir. Okay, 1 second. Let me just clear this. Okay. Oh, I haven't done this in ages. Oh my god, I'm so excited for this. I love it. Okay, right, we're ready. And also, I'm putting together, I'm trying to do a little, like, when you redeem it, this big, like, whoosh, rose flower appears on the screen. I can't seem to get it to work, but I'll get there one day. But anyway, right, let's go this. Okay, because we haven't done this in a while, we'll do 3. Do I have a long one? Oh, I do have a long one. Okay, I've actually got 2 long ones. Let's do A short, a medium, and a long. Okay. Okay, here we go, here we go. So. Okay. We're ready for this. Stranger. Stranger in the cherry grove. Okay. Is that? Yes, okay, right. This is a short one. It's a short one, okay. Here we go. Stranger in the cherry grove. Oh, lovely. Okay, fabulous. So this one is a smoky, leather, woody cherry scent. Delightful. Okay. We're ready. We're ready. Dusk envelops the orchard. A stranger moves slowly along among the shadows, motives unknown. Flashes of crimson stone fruits beckon, only to disappear behind a smoky haze of wet leather, charred wood and baked earth. Dark and mysterious, yet strangely comforting and nostalgic. Love it. Beautiful. That paints a picture. I swear to God. Okay, right. That is a short one. Now we're going for a little medium one. So, what do we got? What do we got? Let's go. Let's do a little bit of whiiiile fatale. Okay. Do you know what I really need? Do you know what I really need? I need to set some like background ambience. But in fact, you've got to hear the sound of ninja fighting. Sorry. Yeah, Vanille. I've got to like type in them. Whiiiile fatale. Okay. Okay, this one. Whiiiile. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's an ad. Whiiiile fatale. Okay, right. This one has vanilla, warm and spicy. Okay, right. Here we go.
What sort of face am I supposed to make every time?
Tom Ford launched Whiiiile Fatale, a new fragrance from the exclusive private blend collection, announced as impassioned, transfixed, and defiant. Whiiiile Fatale is a force of nature personified, a beguiling tempest that takes over like a rush of blood to the head. The impossible becomes real, too good to be true becomes true. Her or his unrelenting hold is fixed, refined yet raw, polished yet primal. The stirring spice of saffron and coriander opens the scent, infiltrating the senses with the gripping incense of myrrh and olibanum. Reverberating with the tobacco-like pull of roasted barley, the heart of Whiiiile Fatale is a perfect storm of roasted coffee absolute, narcissus and frangipani that seduces with grounded floralcy. Madagascan vanilla blends with rich mahogany, its smoky glamour made all the more exotic, with primal suede at the finish. Note from the brand. Beautiful. Oh, these are painting goddamn pictures, I swear to God. Okay, so that was that one. We have one more. One more for this fine evening. Okay. So we've got Lulu perfume. Oh, this one's got a pretty bottle too. Oh, Scythius, you know what? What do we know, Scythius? Okay. We're ready for this one. Oh, Lulu Cacharel. See, so this one's powdery, white and floral. Okay, right, we're ready. We ready for this? Oh my God, come on, page, scroll, please. Please. There we go, okay. Okay, right. One of the top-selling perfumes of the 1980s. One of those bold, powerful, distinguishing, and timeless fragrances. Lulu is a controversial perfume that people either like or dislike. They're the one that provokes different emotions, and indifference, for sure, is not one of them. Lulu is a fragrance dangerous like Pandora's box. Lulu is like an intoxicating dark red flower which lures you into the depths of a dark and dangerous forest. Yet it is impossible to resist, and once you are engrossed by its warm scent, you simply have to let go and follow it. You must pick the forbidden fruit. The perfume is built around the beautiful and sensual scent of tiare flower, which is the Tahitian symbol of welcome. The top notes are composed of violet, plum, blackcurrant, marigold, and anise. The heart of sweet tiare flower is accentuated with the notes of tuberose, ylang ylang, and orange blossom, and all of that is followed by a powdery trace of orris and tonka bean, and a sensual mix of vanilla and balsam. This sensual, wild, and mysterious perfume is captured in an opaque blue and red flaken of a simple octagonal and straight line shape that narrows towards the top. An earlier version of the bottle was designed like Aladdin's lamp with a blue octagonal base and a red spiky top. It comes in a cardboard outer box painted in red flowers and colorful vegetation against a very dark forest. Okay, that bit was a thing. Gonna make my double hit the same reward. Oh my goodness. Wait, it's sold out. Is there a limit? Did I put a... I think I must have put a timeout limit on it. Oh my goodness. I'll need to fix that. But, Scythius, for you, I think we can do one more. Okay. Right, what do we got? Okay. Ooh, Perfumista. Perfumista. Avenue. Okay, here we go. Here we are. Got it. I got it. Oh, okay. This one. Perfumista Bond Avenue Bond number 9. It's rose, it's floral, it's warm and spicy. Oh, this one is not a medium one, it's a long one. Okay. Let us go. Okay. Perfumista Avenue was created with the idea of uniting East Side, West Side, and Manhattan with a composition in which the intense notes of plum are supported by fine gourmet spices. Vivid union of elegance of the Upper East Side, cultural facilities of the Upper West Side, dynamism and energy that the center of town exudes with the bohemian spirit that characterizes the region from the center to the edges of the city, and will be depicted with the shift of layers and the composition. One second. Its opening is gourmet spicy. The heart is intense, lush, and floral, while the bass notes reflect the elegant blend of wood, musk, and tea flavors. Fusion of notes of the new fragrance that celebrate the 10th anniversary of the brand literally reflects the city streets and blocks, highlighting the diversity of styles, architecture, people, and facilities. So I'm guessing I'm just getting like West Side Story, the perfume is what I'm getting. And you know what? Screw it. We're gonna do one more. I'm feeling fruity. I'm feeling great. Let's do it. We've got another short. We'll just do a little short one. It's called Farah. Farah? Farah. Not Faz, the movie. Oh, because I spelled it wrong. That'd be why. Farah. Farah? Farah. 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 Perfume. Perfume. Oh no, there's lots of perfumes. Hang on. There's too many. Oh, hang on. This one's True Love Farah. Is it this one?
Ideals without strength.
Oh, here's a okay. This one's a little short and sweet one, but it's okay. 1 second. Un second. Let me just pick les characters. Okay. This one. Ugh. True Love Farah. Lovely. It's for ladies. It's fruity, citrusy, floral. Okay, right, here we go. It's short and sweet, but it's lovely. Love is something hard to find, and when it's found, hard to leave behind. Oh, I like that. Love is something hard to find, and when it's found, hard to leave behind. It's the fragrance that makes you remember those auspicious days of your Cupid wars, and something we believe will be a perfect match in your fairy tale with this exquisite range of True Love perfume by Farah. The auspicious days of your Cupid wars. I love it. I love it. So that one's a short and sweet one, but very lovely, as all perfumes should be. Lovely. And there we are, insane. Insane. Alright, here's you know what, screw it. Screw it. Screw it, we're gonna do one more. We're gonna do one more. And this one's called The Chronic. This one's another short one, I think. The Chronic. Perfume. Right, we're gonna do one more. We're gonna do one more. I probably need to stop doing all of them, but screw it. Screw it. I'm just gonna double check that it is this one. Actually, that one's way too short, actually. Let's do Mon Amour Likes Laurent. Let's do Mon Amour Likes Laurent. Okay, I think it's this one. Okay, here we go. Really short. But here we go. So Mon Amour Likes Laurent. It's a nice men's fragrance in a little heart-shaped bottle. This one's very woody and warm and spicy. Okay, right, we're ready. Final one of the evening. The brilliant bergamot. The apple cord flies in the skies, transcended by passionate alliance of precious wood. Melon and calamus remind us of the trails and valleys. The whole is supported by a warm and sensual background of amber. And that's it. Short, sweet. But I like it. I like it. We're getting our painting. And that's the main thing. We're getting our painting. Alright, and that is us. That is us. So yeah, I'm trying to get a nice little thing so when someone redeems it, this little like flower thingy appears on the screen. I'll get there. I'll make an event of it. And I'm also want to do a thing that whatchamacallit, when it's redeemed, and I'm not doing Naruto stuff. I'm not doing Naruto stuff. I've got some nice little backing music that I'll play as I read things, so make it a little bit more of an event. Oh, gonna look. That is all good. Thank you for stopping round. As I said, after the stream, I'll add you to the thing. I've seen it and I haven't forgotten it. But no, thank you so much. I hope all continues to go well with you too. That the marriage stuff stress doesn't get too much. It's gonna be so exciting on the day. Just think of that and take care. I'll see ya around. Yeah, I want to start doing like my next thing as I get time is going to be, yeah, for each of the channel rewards doing a little, like, getting a thing to appear when they're redeemed, so it's not just on the chat thing, for some of them anyway, for like the more, like, you know, the more important ones, like the perfume reading. Oh, my tea! Oh my god. Sorry, I've just snoozed my cup of tea, which I have left to wither. Okay. It's still of acceptable temperature. Lovely. So if you think to, bruh, it's one of those like, it's one of those things like you think you know everything, you think you've seen or know of everything this final world has to offer, and then something like that just comes around and you get reminded that no, there is still so much in this world that we've yet to experience, and all it takes is for someone to be like, yo, have a look at these perfumes. Do you like it? And I'm like, well, I do like these perfumes. Oh my goodness, what is this amazing description at the bottom of it? What is this? Is there more of this? Please tell me there's more of this. And then boom, there is. And then your heart and your mind and your soul are opened up to the possibilities of reading perfume descriptions. I love it. I've actually, I've managed to get people at work hooked on it as well. Whenever I find some, whenever I read some bangers on stream the next day, I'll get some of the highlights to my co-workers, and they're just like, oh my god, this is amazing. And I'm like, isn't it just? There we go. Lovely. They are, and I mean, that's probably the point. Like, that's probably the effect that they're going for. And I mean, by golly, they succeeded. Because some of them just paint the most amazing pictures in your mind. And I'm just like, if I literally, like, if you were trying to sell me on a product, you've sold me on the product. Like, I would full on buy these perfumes from these descriptions. Like, my good golly, they're amazing. They're just absolutely incredible. I'll take your entire stock. Like, I will be your spokeswoman. Like, it is just, oh, it's just beautiful. It's just amazing. And the fact that people, like, get paid to write that as well, what a job. What a job. I love it. So I've got this thing. It is my bugbear at the moment. My boss thinks it's funny. So the boy watches. He watches. It's called TVNZ. It's like a few of the channels. It's like the free streaming service that like a couple of the channels on TV have now. But anyway, the boy's watching some stuff. Oh my god, they're so horrendous for ads. The amount of ads that you get, and they're like for like 2 minutes. Which, when you think about it, I mean, terrestrial TV, you'd get the same amount of ads, but those are the old times. Anyway, long story short, when he's watching his stuff, the ads are playing, and so when I'm sitting there doing my jigsaw puzzle, I listen to these ads. There is one ad, I will not name names, just in case, I don't know, the person who designed the ad happens to be watching. I don't want to upset them. But so there's an ad for like a kitchen magazine. So like one of those sort of like designer kitchen magazines, and you read it and you get design inspiration for your kitchen. My god. I have never heard more pretentious BS nonsense in my life. It almost makes me like irrationally angry how blimmin' pretentious this ad is. And I'm like, okay, so you're designing your kitchen, so, you know, what can you expect from a designer kitchen description, you know? So you'll be like, okay, well if you're using the, you know, marble bench tops, and, you know, you've got a white and grey and dark navy colour scheme, you know, what can you sort of expect? You know, you'd expect the descriptions to be, you know, is very calming and soothing, and so when you're in the kitchen, you know, it's the essence of calm and peace diffuses into your soul or whatever, or, you know, like the openness is the openness is blah blah blah. Anyway, what you don't expect though is when you've got this horrendous orange, like glaring orange backdrop with cutting boards and stuff. It's like the textures of this kitchen evoke a whimsical and playful essence, which oh god, what was it? It's whimsical and playful essence, while the combination of textures delights the senses in a myriad of experiences that penetrate into one's soul or something. And I'm like, what? Are you describing like a VR and AR experience where you pay to, are you like describing a spa experience, or are you describing a kitchen? Like, it sounds like you're describing like a holiday day spa resort thing, or a perfume, not a kitchen. It's a bloody kitchen. It's not whimsical and playful. It's a fucking kitchen, for God's sakes. Sorry. I don't know why I get so mad about this ad. It's this one ad in particular. And then it switches to like a different type of kitchen design, which is like green and horrendous splashes of brown paint all over the place. And like this one focuses on the beauty of nature and its whimsicalness and wistful. It personifies the wistful endeavors of creativity and imagination in the calmness and purity of nature, and it captures the beauty of life in this. And I'm just like, it's a bloody kitchen. You put a wooden chopping board on a bench and you painted the backdrop green. Therefore, it is capturing the essence of beauty and creativity and stuff, and it's just like, it's just a kitchen. It's just a kitchen. It's not whimsical. It's not whimsical. I'll accept it if it's a perfume description, but it's not. And they're dumb, and I don't like them. Like I said, I don't know why I get irrationally angry. In fact, it got me so angry to the point that the next day at work, our companies were going through like a soft rebrand. Not really, it's not really a rebrand, it's just our logo's changing. We've got different colours as our like brand colours. But I found like the new style guide document that the design company had written, and it's got all our, you know, all the full colours, and there's got descriptions of the full colours, and there's one of them which was a pink. It's like this like pinky maroony fuchsia pink thing. It's called Pink Dungeon is the name of the colour, and I'm like, Pink Dungeon doesn't sound particularly, sounds interesting. I wouldn't say it's an IT consultancy kind of colour name, but anyway. But it's like, its description is like, the calmness of the pink evokes a professional aura, but yet the playful nature of the undertones shows that we too can have fun and see the childlike essence in all that we do, or some nonsense. And I'm like, it's a bloody colour that we put on the title slides of our presentations. It's not evoking a playful undertone in our work. Like, no. I mean, I know that this is like, this is what designers do, and like, I'm sure that there's bloody psychology assessments as to that it does evoke playful undertones, but I think this kitchen ads ruined me. Like, perfume descriptions, yes. Holiday resort spa retreat descriptions on the websites, yes. Kitchens and wooding chopping boards on benches of kitchens, no. Pink things that we're gonna use, they have to be in size 14 font on the second page of our Word documents, no. Children's toys? Maybe. Kitchen backdrops? No. It's my new thing now. It's my new thing now. So anything that's like slightly pretentious. Anything that's slightly pretentious I just get mad about. I think that person's laughing. I think that person goes home at the end of the day and is like, easy bloody money. I sit there, mash away on my keyboard, saying just the most god-awful pretentious stuff like what would be the most pretentious thing I could write right now? They write it and then get paid like $10,000. Not saying that was actually what happens, but if you ever want to see me be like, I'm not usually like this term, this cynical and pessimistic about things, but I get it when it comes to these like descriptions of things. Like, if someone gets paid, like, I can do that. You know, it's the classic thing of like, you go to an art gallery, you look at like a orange dot on a painting, you're like, I can do that. But in reality, you can't, because the thought process that got the artist there to put that orange dot on the white canvas, that's a thought process that you would need to also have. Like, skill-wise, yes, but meaning-wise, no. But I can write pretentious nonsense about bloody kitchen cutting boards. That's all I'll say. And that's the end of my rant. I'm gonna find the ad again. I'm gonna hate watch it, and I'm gonna get the actual like words that they use. And I'm gonna, on the next stream, I'm gonna be like, I'll read you out what the bloody kitchen description is. And you can all get mad with me. You muck.
Too slow.
Right. Here we go. What other life updates do I have? I've got like 0 life updates. I've just been sitting in a stupor on the couch. Oh my goodness, I don't know what it was. I couldn't, like, when me and the boy got sick, because we got sick pretty much around the same time. My lord, it was literally last Tuesday was just us lying there, just dead to the world. Everything ached. Like I couldn't, like I'm lying there, I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna go and grab a glass of water. 3 hours later, I've got the energy to go grab a glass of water. It was mental, absolutely mental, but we survived. At the end of the day, it wasn't too bad. I mean, I say that, it's pretty bad. I'm still fighting it off now. So last week was just, yeah, pain, but because everything is a blessing, or there's a silver lining to everything. Silver lining. Got 3 days off work. That's about it. That's the silver lining. And it was actually a good week to have it off of work, because there were no giant catastrophes that were happening while I was gone to make me anxious that I wasn't at work. So that was a good thing. I didn't have too much to catch up on when I came back either. So it actually ended up being pretty okay. For all intents and purposes, it could have been worse. Bruh. Oh my god. Dude. Oh my goodness. Bruh. Come on. There we go. That was rubbish.
All I need now is timeless eternal art.
The victor has been decided.
I don't even want.
And now I've got 2 bloomin' fights as Utakata. I'm not looking forward to. What other updates do I have? I've got like 0 updates. Oh, my older sister is making my dad paranoid and thinking that there's like secret group chats that he's not a member of. Although I think part of that's just my dad likes to be dramatic. I was calling my dad and he's like, oh, because we've got like a family chat on Messenger. He's a member of, and he's like, oh, is there anything else on the? Is there anything being said on the chat that we're not a part of? And I'm like, what? He's like, oh, on the chat that we're not a part of. I'm like, what chat that you're not a part of? He's like, well, the chat that everyone's part of that we're obviously not. I'm like, what? And he's like, and I'm like, if there is one, I'm not part of it either, because, you know, is there one? And he's like, do you know there's one? He's like, oh no, I don't know there's one, but I'm assuming there is. And I'm like, Dad, you're being dumb. You're being stupid. There isn't one. And he's like, oh, but he's like, oh, but you wouldn't tell me if there was one, and I wasn't part of it. I'm like, Dad, there's no secret group chat. No one's conspiring against you. Oh my goodness, it's fine. Because my older sister's she's gone a bit crazy. She's got a new partner. She's like a schoolgirl again. Was like 40. Yeah, she's gone a bit mad. So she's putting all these random TikToks, and then she's like, oh, and like no one says anything, and then she's all like, oh, Is the link working? Because no one's reacted to my TikToks, and no one says anything at all. I think just everyone's just a bit like, okay, we get it. You're in love. We get it. You don't need to remind us every 10 seconds that you're in love. We get it. It's fine. We got it the first time. I mean, but again,
What do you say?
again, she's madly in love, and I will never ever decry anyone who is in love, because love is a beautiful thing, and we should all be in love. But yeah, it's a bit awkward when they're like, guys, this is funny, isn't it? Why is no one laughing? I thought this was funny. Like, it's like, maybe not in the group chat. Anyway, that's probably the most hashtag drama that's going on at the mo. So anything at work? Not really. Work's work. You have some horrendous clients, and then you've got some great clients. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, oh, this would. True. I mean, you know, I was thinking like, oh, I could be really mean and say no one's laughing because it's not funny, but that's really mean. Even though they're not even her TikToks, they're just ones that she thinks are funny. I'm like, we would laugh if they were funny. But I wouldn't say that. That's mean. Even though they're not funny, but I wouldn't say that. Sometimes it's like, honesty is the best policy, but sometimes... So it's like, I was listening to this guy, he was like a divorce therapist. No, not divorce therapist, divorce lawyer, talking about love and relationships, which he actually has incredible insight, like incredible insight and advice. So anyways, it was a worthwhile listen. But he was saying like, there's honesty and then there's candor, which is like, you know, the whole like, oh my god, does this dress make me look fat? Is, you know, the dress could make her look, you know, I'm not even saying larger is a bad thing, as a chunky lady myself, but like, let's just say the dress made her look a way that she didn't want, and like it did. You don't say that, be like, yeah, you look awful. You don't say that. You don't even say, nah. Even though, you know, you might think honesty is the best policy. She does look awful in that dress, but you don't say that. You be, no, that's candid. No, yeah, you don't be candid like that. You be honest, but you say it in a very tactful way. As in, like, you know, it's like, the fit of that dress doesn't flatter you in the way that the blue dress does. Oh my god. That dress is okay, but the blue one over there in the closet, that is really amazing. Amazing. Like, you do it that way. Because it's kind of like, and I've said it to my boss as well, because I kind of like it as someone who, I can take criticism, I just don't like getting criticized. I react very sensitively to criticism. But, like, you know, in the corporate world where, you know, everyone's trying to be the best boss and the best employee and all that sort of stuff, you know, one of the things is, you know, you've got to keep giving feedback to people, you know, in the spirit of wanting to grow and develop. Everyone should be open for feedback, and basically a long way of saying, be open to everyone pointing out your flaws and mistakes. It's not really, but that's how I take it. But anyway, but like if you're, you know, if you're at work or you're doing something and then like someone comes over, they're like, can I give you a bit of feedback? Like immediately, like when you hear that, I don't know how you could think anything other than, oh god, what have I done? I've screwed up. Just tell me what I did wrong. Like you would never ever see that or expect something positive off of the back of that. If someone says like, can I give a bit of feedback? It's like, yeah, sure, just give it to me lightly so I don't cry. It's kind of like that. But I was reading something. They were saying like if you like, let's say someone was doing a presentation. Let's say I was doing a presentation to a client, and I was talking way too fast, and I completely accidentally, you know, because I wouldn't screw up intentionally, but you know, let's say I forgot to mention a crucial bit right at the end, or I forgot to close the presentation off well. Let's say I forgot to give our business's contact details at the end of the presentation, because, you know, we have to, because otherwise people don't know how to contact us. Let's just say something like that. Rather than say, can I give a bit of feedback? When you were closing out the presentation, you didn't give the contact details. Yeah, please remember to do that next time. It's like, you know, even though I should be reacting going like, beans, yep, no, all good, I forgot, whatever. You say, a better way of saying it is, you don't say, can I give a bit of feedback? Just say, your presentation that you did, I really liked how you, I don't know, were keeping eye contact. You had really, really good eye contact, the whole thing. It was really good, and it would have, and it could have been even better if you gave the contact details at the end. Or like, it's kind of like you, not necessarily like the whole like compliment sandwich kind of thing, but basically say, you know, something good, because not everything, you know, there is always good in everything. So you say like, here's a good thing, and, you know, another thing you could have done was give contact details at the end. So it's kind of like you're framing what they did, like the way it's framed is like, here's a way to make it even better, like here's a way to improve your already great thing, rather than you forgot to give the contact details at the end, the presentation was bad because you forgot to do this. Like it's just the way it's framed is way more positive. Even though you're saying, like, literally, you're saying the exact same thing, remember to give our contact details at the end. One is like, they've automatically, you're putting them on the defensive. They're automatically anticipating you to say something bad that they forgot to do or whatever. Versus the other one, which is framing it in like a, here's how to make it even better. Here's a way to make it even cooler. And then they're like, oh yeah, I could do that. Like, they see it as a, you know, they feel good because they've done some things right, and now next time they're like, oh, I can make it even better by giving the contact details at the end. And then, if they think to themselves, quietly, be like, oh crap, I forgot to give the contact details at the end, that's just them reminding themselves privately. That's them giving themselves, you know, that sort of stuff. Whereas, you know, and then they're not, next time you want to give feedback, they're not just anticipating the worst kind of thing. I don't know, I'm explaining it poorly, but you get my gist. Can you send feedback? Oh. Thanks. Oh my goodness, thanks. Can I give you some? Oh no, I'm not gonna give you some feedback. I'm gonna say, well, you know what? I really love how engaging your streams are. And to make them even better, you can just keep being you. You just keep being you. Done. Amazing. Fabulous. See? Not a negative thing has been thrown around. Anyway, so is all a very, very long way of saying. I was talking to my boss about it, basically trying to like say, hey, you should like do that with people, you know, because she's utterly incredible boss, probably one of the best bosses I've ever had in my life, not even kidding. And she loves giving feedback, and she means it from the most beautiful, best place in her heart. She wants everyone to be at their best and succeed and be great. But coming from someone like me who's extremely highly sensitive, as soon as someone says to me, can I give you a bit of feedback? I'm like, oh great. What'd I do wrong this time? Tell me how I screwed up. It's alright. I'm gonna say I can handle criticism really well, but I'm gonna handle it really well to your face and then go and cry in the bathroom afterwards. Like that. But I'm like, oh no. But if you tell me something good and then say, and here's how you can improve. Saying the same thing, but I feel a million times better. And I'm not like wincing, waiting for the pain. Anyway, so pro tip, if you're ever in a leadership position, or if you're ever needing to give someone feedback, that's the way to do it. And after this fight, I do need to run a quick ad break. So that's coming up. And our goal to this day, on this fine day, our goal is to get down to 1,540 at a minimum. Basically I need to be doing like 120 fights every day to get down to 0 by Sunday the 13th of November. That is my goal. Right, I'll run a super quick ad break, so I'll see you around for those it applies to. And then what are we? Young Legend, Young 10, lovely. Yeah, so Sunday the 13th of November should be the last day. Should be, if not beforehand. But basically, what's going to happen then is on Thursday the 17th of November is the day that Naruto Storm Connections comes out. So I'll be playing that on the Thursday night, and then because me and the boy are going up north for my niece's 18th birthday that weekend, so at least I should be able to get some Naruto goodness in that weekend. And we'll actually be back on Sunday night, so I could probably get another day of Naruto goodness in. Yeah, but it's gonna be, and then I'm gonna probably do a break, because I'm thinking not a break from streaming, even though the rate that work's going, I might have an impromptu break anyway. But I'm thinking I might play some of the older Naruto games, and do like, you know, the every possible matchup and free battle on those older games, but I might start that next year. I'll give the Naruto-ness a break because I'm going to be doing a hell of a lot of Naruto over the next few weeks. So I'll give myself a little break with Naruto. Play some more of the other later, some more trails and other stuff on the stream. And then next year start one of those. It's not really a challenge, it's just, yeah, free battle on the old PS2 games. Oh my goodness, I need to update the after these two fights, I'll update the list because we're down to 1,610. And I also need to finish Baldur's Gate 2 so I can hurry up and play Baldur's Gate 3. Even though I've heard that you don't actually need, there's not too much in Baldur's Gate 3 that harkens back to Baldur's Gate 2, but it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right if I don't. I don't know what other games are coming out. I feel like there's way more games coming out. Oh, the Spider-Man? Spider-Man 2? We've got next year, which reminds me I still need to put my leave in for it. Next year we've got the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Oh my god. That game is gonna be so incredible. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be so amazing. I'm so excited. And then what else have we got? Oh, Spider-Man 2. I feel like there's so many more games coming out. So I've only heard that it's very meh. My feelings on it change with the wind. They change along a spectrum. So I've got... So the problem I've got is, so as a diehard Final Fantasy fan, my deep soul, I feel like I need to like 16 more than I do. I don't know if I'm just trying to kid myself. So my feelings of 16 are, I dearly love it. I think it is a great game. I do think it's a great game. The soundtrack is probably one of the greatest Final Fantasy soundtracks ever. Not even kidding. Probably has like 3 of my favorite Final Fantasy tracks ever on it. Not even kidding. In fact, the Phoenix theme is probably my most favorite Final Fantasy track ever. Clive is my most favorite Final Fantasy protagonist and one of my most favorite Final Fantasy characters, full stop. It is some of the highest highs that the series ever has, and I'm like really not exaggerating on that. Like, it's got boss fights which are just jaw-dropping and spectacle. That being said, there is a lot that it needs to improve. There is a lot that leaves much to be desired, I think. The whole argument some people were having is that, you know, oh, the combat's not turn-based, blah blah blah. The combat's fine. If anything, sometimes fights actually take longer than they need to. Like, you don't feel like you're dealing... You never feel OP. There's never a moment where you feel completely and utterly OP. Then again, that being said, if you're super skilled, then you probably would feel. It's all skill based anyway, so how OP you feel is very much up to you. Anyway. The side quests definitely feel that this was developed by an MMO team. You definitely do feel that quite a lot. And the story, the way that the story is told, I think is probably my biggest problem with the game. Because like when you think of Final Fantasy stories, you know, you think of 7 and 10 and 8 and 13 or whatever. All of them have a lot of detail in them, like a lot of detail. Like an unbelievable amount of detail in those stories. Like from big details to little tiny details that just all weave this beautiful tapestry. And there's just, it's a rich tapestry and there's just so much in there. And that's always a highlight of Final Fantasy games. But 16, it's like it's got the skeleton there, but there's just a lot of threads that are missing, and the threads are all wiggly, so trying to follow the story can be difficult. And I wouldn't blame anyone for reaching the end of the game and going, I'm still trying to make sense of what half of that was. Because even I was that kind of person. I had to do a hell of a lot of reading and getting, like, reading of what of other people explaining some things for me to, like, click on a few key important bits. And just the way that the story's told, and you just feel like, oh, there's a level of detail here, there's like a layer of detail here that's missing. And I don't know if that's, and I think what that is a symptom of a couple of things. So one is they've tried to make, you know, this to be one of the more accessible Final Fantasies for turn-based, non-traditional Final Fantasy players. So, you know, people don't play Tekken for the rich story. They're like, you know, story's there, I guess, to hang everything together, but I'm here for the gameplay. So I think they've erred on the side of not having a super detailed story, because for those people who are not really a fan of rich, complex stories, their loss. It doesn't have that, so they can get back to the action. But the problem is, though, is that it's still very much a Final Fantasy story at heart, so it needs that detail there, and you just feel it's missing. You just like really feel that there's a lot that's missing. There's a lot of character backstories that when the Ultimania was released in Japan, and there was that chick Audrey on Twitter who basically been translating it like every page, there is so much detail in that Ultimania that you're like, why was this not in the game? Why was this not in the game? Why was this not explained in the game? Like villain motivations, reasons why characters are, you know, have this particular kind of relationship with this character, or why they react this way to this character. It's all there in the Ultimania, it's not there in the game. And it's like, if this was all in the game, it would just be even better. So it's like, yeah. That all being said, though, it's, you know, the bits that they do have of the story, I love. It's got a villain who is just irredeemable, and you're just like, oh, I want them to die. You know, and you get a feel like what they get right, they get so right. Like, they get more right than other Final Fantasies. Like, it really is like the highest highs. And Clive is just like, I thought going into it, like Clive was going to be like Edgelord Supreme. And he's sort of it. Like, is it actually, I say sort of, is like, it's really like loosely. He is an utterly incredible character, incredibly written and acted character. And I will always say this, but he's also very well designed. Make that what you want. But yeah, that's all very, that's a long thing of it's a long train of thoughts. So I wouldn't say it's meh, but I wouldn't, and it kills me, but I wouldn't say it's utterly amazing either. As much as that stabs knives into my heart saying that. But my good golly Jesus, it's got some of the best characters and best soundtrack. If it doesn't win best soundtrack or best audio, can't actually remember what the actual category is called. If it doesn't win that at the Game Awards this year, it is actually a crime. Like, full on, it is actually a crime. I don't care how good Zelda and Star Wars and Baldur's Gate or whatever, I don't care how good any of them are. If it does not win best sound or whatever, it is an absolute fucking crime. Not even kidding. And there's one boss fight in particular that is just jaw-dropping. Like, it would be, it's not even the penultimate boss, but it could easily, like, anyone watching it would be like, oh yeah, this is the final boss, but it ain't. But it ain't. But it could very well be. Yeah, say no more. So I would recommend it. I would recommend playing it to people. I would, but I have to just put the caveat in there. If the story isn't making sense to you, that's fine. Just read up about it. Yeah. Let's go through definitely win a game. Ooh. I would agree with you. I would say it's either that or Zelda. I think. And I would go so far as to say Zelda will win it, just because if I remember the reviews that came out when Zelda came out, were like, this is gaming's new masterpiece. And as much, even though actually when Baldur's Gate 3 came out, they said very much the same thing. Like, both Baldur's Gate 3 and Zelda both had the most glowing critic reviews, period. So it will be a very, very, very close match, but I think Zelda will just clinch it, I reckon. And I'd say that purely because, like, I agree, in hindsight, like, I prefer Breath of the Wild. Tears of the Kingdom is a fantastic game, but there's just something about it that, like, I would have enjoyed it so much more if I hadn't played Breath of the Wild. I do genuinely think Breath of the Wild's a better game. Yeah, but because we have to remember that the Game Awards is very much a critics show. As much as they've got the player vote, that's only like 10% of the vote is the player voting. So I do think that because of that, Zelda will clinch it. It's like with the Oscars. It's a similar thing with the Oscars, I think. Is that there is a lot of bias because of how it looks when things win. And it looks better if Zelda wins. And that's my feeling. And that's, I believe, why Elden Ring won last year. Because it looks better. And you're going to get less of a backlash if it didn't. Or if something else, yeah, you get less of a backlash if Elden Ring wins than you would if something else won. And it was for that reason that I think Zelda will get it. Even though, and I haven't even played it, but I would think Baldur's Gate 3 would win otherwise. And I haven't even played it, and I could probably agree that it will. And also because I love Larian Studios, and I think they are deserving of every accolade that they get. So I really, really want them to get a Game of the Year.
Whoops. Exceeded my expectations.
Probably.
Well,
Okay. Touchy reanimation. Yeah, Toby, and I've just realised I haven't even marked off. Haven't even updated the list, so I'll do that at this one.
Battle begins.
Yeah, because it's interesting. I do think about the Game Awards sometimes, and I'm like, oh, if the player vote actually had quite a sizable amount of sway, it would be better. But then I'm like, wait, no, because if the interwebs teaches us anything, is that if you give public voting any weight, things are going to be so incredibly skewed that people are only going to vote once, and they're going to vote based on what they personally think is a good games, and they're not going to put any stupidity into it at all, and they're actually going to vote normally and sane. Yeah, as if that's going to happen. They're not going to give things 0 out of 10 and 10 out of 10 for the meme, or just because it's out of spite. Yeah, so I don't blame things for being weighted towards a critic thing, but even then I don't like critics either, because there's always a political or a very biased reason why they'll pick something over the other. So it's like, in the realm of public opinion, in the realm of voting popularity contests, don't think you'll ever be able to get a true opinion on things. Unless it was experts in the industry, if you got a whole bunch of game developers to vote, and game company employees to vote, I think that would probably give you the best neutral grounds. Because a critic wants to be able to keep being a critic, so they're gonna vote and say things in a particular way to get them the review codes. And the public is just gonna vote down something or vote up something, because the person that they didn't like on Twitter said the wrong thing, whereas game developers don't have skin in the game in that kind of way. And it's not even skin in the game that the others have either. But they're just they've got, yeah, I don't know. Industry awards tend to be more fair when they're just industry awards, I think.
There's no way to fight this genjutsu.
Lovely. Lovely chirply.
Looks like you scoped your power.
Right into Murray. She's sweet. Where are we at? We're at 34, 74, 64. And 2 there. Go, lovely. Adol Kristen 35th birthday special soundtrack comes out today. The Adol Kristen 35. Damn. Oh my goodness. And may Adol Kristen reach 70 and beyond. Goodness. Even though... No, he doesn't die early. I was going to say prematurely. He doesn't die prematurely. He dies of old age, doesn't he? May it reach 100. That's all I'll say. When East 27 comes out. Thank you much. Thank you much. Hope it's got some bangers. In fact, no, what am I saying? It will have some bangers. My banger from what do you call it? Trials in the Sky, second chapter. Whoa, it's called Fate of the Fairies or something. It's one of the ones that plays the boss fight or boss theme that plays when you're fighting like other braces and stuff. That is a banger. I love it. I just love Falcom. Like Falcom just has a way of putting together tunes that I very much like. Lovely. One later on. Ooh. I'll have to keep my ears peeled for that one. Wait, what am I? No, I don't want that. Yeah, it's nice, funny. She didn't know until. Oh my god, really? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I've got that turbo button held down, especially when I'm just like traveling between places. I don't think I would be anywhere near chapter 7 or 6 if I didn't. I think I was on like chapter 4 or something. Oh my goodness. Oh my lord. Yeah, no, when I think it was one of the missions where you've got a... Oh no, I think it was one of like the hidden side quests where you've got to clear, you have to clear, whatchamacallit? You've got to clear a mine of archaisms. That one I just had the turbo button press down the whole time. Sandworms, I'm just trying to think if I have. I think I have. Oh, hang on. Have I? The ones that do the rock slide. Maybe not. Monster request. Yeah, I don't think so. I know that I've got a whole bunch of monster requests I've got to do at the moment. So I wouldn't, yeah, it's probably be cutting up in that. But I will say, by golly, only hit one at a time once they take damage. Oh. Thank you. Yes, no, I won't have done it yet, because I would have remembered that. I remember something like that. But I can tell you what I bloody remember. It took me, not even joking, 6 times to do the fight. To the point where I actually had to go back and grind to get Kevin's S-Craft available. Thank God I even bought him on the bloody trip. When you're doing the, when you're fighting the little girl at the top of the tower, just not saying names for anyone who is playing. Find the girl at the top of the tower, and as soon as the fight starts, she's like, I'm gonna do my S-Craft. And then she's got her little robot buddies that are like, after you've done your S-Craft, we're just gonna fire off one at a time and just pick off every single person who didn't die. So I had to grind up to get Kevin's S-Craft, and I think Mr. Man's, I say Mr. Man, person who joins your party again, you know, before you go off to all the towers. And I had to literally, as soon as the fight started, mash the, like, S-brake button. I had to, like, mash it to try and get Kevin's S-Craft in before she does her S-Craft. Just so I could survive. And then I had to, when Kevin was doing his, I had to get basically all the other S-Crafts off to just pick off some of the robot things before they picked me off. It was an absolute bloody nightmare of a fight. My god. It was such a nightmare. And I'm just like, am I underleveled? Have I not got my, you know, equipment right? I'm like, no, I've got all the best equipment for that point in the game. Like, I'm winning, you know, when I win a fight, I get bugger all XP. So, you know, I've reached the soft level cap. Oh my good golly Jesus beans. What a fight. But I did it eventually. Yeah, it annoyed me. It just felt cheap, is what it felt like. But I guess that's the point. Marara Sage and Idara. Although I will say, my new favorite outfit that I'll totally love to cosplay as, and the name's just completely escaped me, Luciola. I love her outfit and I totally want it. Dream Seek. Oh yeah. I found it really sweet though with the mama. I did find it really sweet. Also got me thinking as well. Like I'm always curious when you have like films and games and stuff like that where, you know, the characters are put into a dream and it's like the dream scenario that, you know, is designed to make them want to stay. And I always imagine like, what would mine be? Like if I was put into a dream where the villains try to make me not ever want to leave, what would it be? Like would it be me and the boy in a super giant mansion and I don't have to work and I just sit there and play video games and just spend my days how I want, and the boy is like the bajillionaire and then or we're like property magnates and both of us can just like chill and just like do whatevs. And I've got like a lifetime supply of ice cream in the freezer. I've got about pretty much. But then I'm thinking, if I ever became aware that it wasn't real, would I like, it's almost like everyone would want to be the person that would be like, no, if I know it's not real, then I would want, you know, I would want that to be real for me to want to stay there. I would get out of the dream because blah blah. Everyone wants to be that person. But I'm thinking, is there a darker side to me that I'll be like, nah, I think I'll stay. Would a darker side of me exist that would want to stay in a dream sequence like that? Maybe? I don't know.
Turn to rust. Turn to rust. Turn to rust. Let's do it.
It wouldn't. Because I was thinking, I'm like, you know, I suppose it's one of those, you often see it in big like moral discussions and even in like some films and games and things, is because the problem that everyone or, you know, the problem that they always depict is, you know, when people are put in those, you know, those dream scenarios where, you know, they've got everything they've ever wanted and, you know, it's this dream thing and you can live there forever. It's always like how boring that would be. You would eventually, it'd be like, it's like Squidward in the SpongeBob episode where he goes to, oh god, what was it called? Tentacle Fields or something? Tentacle Manor or whatever. The place where Tentacle Acres, like the dream society of all the squid people, who all live in that big commune. And that, you know, it's amazing for the first while, but then he just gets bored of it is just the same thing, and then he like ends up wanting the chaos stuff that SpongeBob and Patrick bring. I imagine it would be something like that. In fact, that's actually like the SpongeBob equivalent example of you know of it is, you know, you'd have everything you want, that it becomes so boring that you're almost like craving the stuff that you would otherwise get frustrated and annoyed at, you know, the stuff that you always want to try and escape. Like, you want that, you need that to, like, you need that for the good stuff to feel as good as it does. If everything's just good, then nothing is. So it's like yeah, you know, as much as I reckon, oh, there might be a dark part of me that does want, you know, that would want to stay in the dream scenario. I'm like, but then it wouldn't be a dream scenario anymore, would it? It'll just become life. Deep moral, deep ethical discussions on this channel. Deep moral quandaries. Yeah, because if I think about it, so like, what would mine be, theoretically? Mine would be, me and the boy, we live in a giant mansion, lifetime supply of ice cream, I don't need to work, but we've got all the money that we need. Yeah, travel around the world, dining at the finest dining restaurants, doing stuff, playing video games all the time. That'll pretty much be it. Like cuddling up in next to the fire. But then it's like, that would get boring after a while. The only source of like newness would come from streaming and getting different video games. But yeah. Oh my god, Rich, oh my god, hello! Welcome! Good to see you, good to have you. Have you been? And, well, no, that is all good. That is fine. It has been amazing to have you around, as always. It is good to see you again. I'm hoping that work tomorrow is fine and I stream. But yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I really hope that the games start off amazing. And I'm so excited for you. I'm just so happy for you that you managed to get the codes. I'll get there eventually, and I just need to find what games I'll get the codes for. Could these be Naruto ones? See if I can try and get review codes for Naruto games. I'll find my niche. It's all about finding the niche, isn't it? I'll get there. But no, love you too, Bull. Stay well. I'll see you next time I see you. Lovely jubbly. Where we're at, rat? 1582. Isn't too bad. It's not too bad. Come on, there we go, Fireball Jutsu. But no, Michael Rich, how are things? I have a question to ask. Very curious to know. Are you and Ashley's dad friends on PlayStation? I've been dying to know. Lovely. Fab. Fabulous. Okay. So far so good. Picked up the pace, I think. Maybe. Just gotta get this fight to finish relatively. Probably gotta get 3 ultimates. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, exciting! I'm so glad. After that story you told, I was just like, please. Hopefully you can add each other. I'm so happy. That's very close. Oh, that's cute. That is cute. It kind of reminds me. Oh my god, that's a unlock the memory. Reminds me when I was playing. One of my friends was having a sleepover. God, it would have been when we were like 10. Or 10 or 11 or something. One of my friends had a sleepover and I can't for the life of me remember what game she had. It was something that was like Gran Turismo 3 or something. Some racing game anyway. And I remember I faced against her dad on one of the tracks. And I think I must have lapped him like twice. And I kind of just like pulled up to the finish line and stopped. Wait for him to catch up and then went over the finish line before he could pass me. I felt kind of bad. Oh no, went to his house at Mouse who actually took me to see the game. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hey, you can be super into a game and like, you know, only be passable skill level wise. I mean, it's practically the model like story of my life. Oh my god, it brings me so much joy. So you've been like playing heaps of games with their dad as well. That's just, that's beautiful. Oh my goodness. Oh my lord. Yeah. Yeah, there's classic controls and there's classic controls. Oh my goodness. Just immediately, just in your head, you're just like, oh hell. Oh hell. Important to be wasn't close, very close. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's cute. Play Mario Party. Was that on a Switch? Was that on your Switch? Or did they have a Switch as well? Because if they have two consoles, then if anyone's ever got like two consoles, then it's kind of like you can rest easy. They're really cool. America. Hey, I think I've played Smash once, and it was on a friend's Switch. So it's fine. I'm rubbish at it too. I can never understand the percent thing. All the percent that I'm just like, is that like my health? Is that like you got to hit 100% and then the next fight knocks me out? Like, or the next attack knocks me out? Like, is it a stagger gauge? Is it a defense gauge? I can never quite work it out, so no, it's all good. Fantastic. Alright. Tobirama and Hito.
Battle begins.
Sploosh. Now, who won at Mario Party? That's the real question here. Because there's winning in like one-on-one like racing fighting games. There's that, and then there's also winning in like Nintendo party games. That's almost like the true test of skill. In a game that's like designed to not have someone completely and utterly overtake the others from like second one. To be able to get out on top is harder. Like if I remember the like way back like 20 years ago. No, less than that. Those buzz party games that you'd get, and they had like those like weird controller things with a little buzz button on the top. The Buzz Jungle Party, especially when you're picking like the 40 game thing. Was it 40 games or was it 20 games? I'm sure it was like 40 games. That really separated the men from the boys. And that was always close. Fabulous. Yeah. Chino and May.
Battle begins.
Fabulous. Might have to do 2 of these. Potentially. Maybe 3. Yep. Okay, lovely. But actually, now that I think about it, those Buzz games, because they had like the Buzz like Jungle Party, they had like the Buzz quiz games, and those were always a blast. They were actually such a good time. We played 3 games, Sean wants a dab on the other 2. 1 game though, shut. Oh, please. Oh. Hey, at least if she had fun, that's the main thing. Plus, Hiruzen and Young Tintin. I think after these 2, I will. For these 2, I will run a quick ad break.
decided.
We'll grade that Wario Party Canyon information. Oh no. Oh no. God bless.
Here I go. Close. Here I go. Tool. Blade chaos. Watch out for the rain of steel. Here I go. Oops. Here I go. Here I go. Tools. Blade chaos. Watch out for the rain of steel.
I said the 7 words every man wants to. 7 words.
Been decided.
That's a relief.
Oh my god. I love it. I love it. And you're just like, well then. Do you want to start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7, or 8? Or maybe don't do Resident Evil 7 VR. Oh my god, possibilities are endless. Oh my god, you also, once we finish playing Resident Evil, do you want to watch the Resident Evil movies? Not the live action ones. Oh my goodness.
You shall be brought.
Nice. It's just your heart was like, oh my goodness.
You shall be brought.
Yes!
You shall be brought. There you are.
Went for the. See that? Smart. She went for the Resident Evil movies.
This.
Alright. Okay, after these 2 fights, I'll run ahead. No thanks.
You shall be brought to justice.
Come on. Oh, come on. Rah.
There you
There we go. Fantastic. Okay. I will just run a super quick ad. I'll BRB for those it applies to. And for those who it doesn't. Good to have your cigarette. Okay, so that is running. And I got Konohamaru and then Tenten.
Battle begins.
Oh no, you've added her to the Fighting Game Friday Discord. Oh dear. Is the Fighting Game Friday Discord a sacred space? Right. Tintin. Maru.
Battle begins.
Here I go. Here I go.
Yeah, I think I could probably get two ultimates, I think.
Here I go. Here I go.
Come on.
Here I go.
There we go.
Chaos. Watch out for the rain of steel.
There we are.
Undecided.
Fabulous. Okay, Shikamaru and Shisui. Oh, hello. Undo, how are you? Why did I ask? Oh, I've technically got probably another 40 minutes. Is that okay? You can have your ice cream now. Or if you want to get a bowl and bring it in. No, it's okay. You can have your ice cream now then. Okay. After watching the first Resident Evil movie, she enjoyed it. It led to my physical copyright for head to her house too. She is after 4 days. She's still oh. It's like the gaming equivalent of the hoodies. It's like, you know, a couple of the boys' hoodies. They're my hoodies now. Just never getting those back. Even though we live together, so it's a little bit different. But gaming equivalent. You take your video games, or sorry, we borrow your video games. You never see them back. Or great couple bonding experience. She can play Resident Evil 4 while you're sitting beside her and trying really, really hard not to backseat. Not that you do.
no way to fight this genjutsu.
Maybe she's just taking her time as well. Maybe she just wants to soak up the game's ambience. Maybe, I don't know. Shikamaru again. And Roshi.
Battle begins.
Lovely.
That's your grave.
Beauty. That's a better fight. And now Orochi. Shikamaru. I mean, yeah, now is it Resident Evil 4 or Resident Evil 4 remake? Remaster? Remake. It's the remaster, okay. Yeah, you probably won't be seeing that back. I mean, she's probably taking her time, making sure that she doesn't like miss anything, even though I know it's not like open world. It's not exactly open world. You know, very much there is a path. Maybe she's just making sure that she gets everything. Or she just really, really loves killing the zombies at the start. And she's taking her time. Maybe. Maybe. Possibly. Potentially.
Battle begins.
Just... Yeah, but no, but it's but yeah, no, if it's anything like hoodies, like boyfriend hoodies, you're never gonna see that back. Hello. Oh my goodness. Wait, what's that? Follower goal. Oh my god, my follower goal mid of 100. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for the follow. Number 100. Oh my good golly Jesus. How you doing? How you doing? It's weird because for some reason all my sound stuff's not popping up properly. Should be, but maybe it's the my stream elements thing.
Resistance is futile.
Oh my goodness. Ash, it is lovely to meet you. It is genuinely lovely to meet you. I hope you're doing fabulous. You have found a gem of a man in Michael, I must say. So, well done. But welcome. And, oh my goodness, you are lucky number 100. Oh my lord. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And what time is it over there? Is it 3 or is it like 4 in the morning? So like as much as I'm like super like grateful, I'm like, I want to make sure you guys are getting enough sleep and rest. My goodness, my goodness. I mean, it is true. I am truly honored that you'd stay up till 4 in the morning. Oh, do not worry. If you haven't seen Naruto, half of this is gonna make zero sense. You'll be like, what even the hell is going on right now? That's fine. It's fine, just go with it. I'm just doing fights. I'm just doing a lot of fights. So yeah. Oh Michael, come on Michael Rich, you must have some advice and pointers. But honestly, Ash, I must say, you are a braver woman than I will ever be. Not that I can't, like I can't as in like, not that I can't physically, but like I can't mentally play any like Resident Evil, body horror, zombie, gross games like that. I get way too scared. I get scared so easily. And all like the body horror, gross stuff creeps me out and makes me uncomfortable and cry. So I was gonna say thank you for some reason. But anyway, long story short, brave person than me. That all being said, if you need some deep lore on Resident Evil games, I can give you all the lore lowdown of Resident Evil 7 and 8. I won't play the games, but I can have the nice, cozy safety of the wiki pages, which don't have gross body horror transformations to creep me out and make me uncomfortable. I can control it at my own leisure. So it's fair. Fair. I mean, remember a time back in the day where if you're playing a game and you get stuck on a bit, basically like your only chance that you'd ever have of being able to get past it is like, has someone got an older brother who's also played the game that can just, by the magic of older brotherness, help me get past the hard bit? You couldn't just go on like the Google box and be like, how do I get past this bit, and watch some YouTube videos on how to get past that bit. You had to actually use skill, determination, sheer effing will.
Battle begins.
Blade. Just okay. I'm almost coming up on my goal. Almost coming up on my goal of 1,540. So let's see how I go. I should be able to reach that goal in less than half an hour. Maybe.
Here goes.
Oh, nice. Didn't even need the hints after all.
Here you go.
Yugito and Yankara. Go. Oh, that's right. The boy's bro. He's been staying at a mate's place for the last couple of weeks. I just don't want to say this too loudly. It's been fabulous because my kitchen has no longer got crumbs everywhere and flour everywhere, and like things are wiped up after they're used in the kitchen, and it's been amazing and it's been glorious. But now tonight he's come back from staying at his friend's place, and I'm just like ready for my kitchen to be an absolute bloody pigsty again. I would say stronger language, but I don't want to get too animated and heated. And then the boy's like, what? Oh yes, it is customary. It is indeed. In fact, where's my book? I need to record this. One second. I don't know where I've put my book, so I've just got a giant piece of paper instead. I've got 4 ice cream flavors that people like. At the Mo, vanilla is winning the sweepstakes. So yes, and remember, there is no wrong ice cream flavor as a favorite. The only wrong answer is that you don't like ice cream. Favorite, strawberry, fabulous. Fabulous, write it down. We have our first strawberry. So we've got, so of the 4 people that I've got the favorite ice cream flavors for, we've got 2 vanillas, 1 cookies and cream, I believe 1 orange chocolate chip, and now we have a strawberry. It's fabulous. But it also surprises me as well that like as much as like vanilla is like the perfect, like it's one of those ice cream flavors that when you get a good vanilla, oh my god, you get a good vanilla. Like, my god, you get a good vanilla. was interesting because I wouldn't have thought coming into this that like, oh yeah, vanilla would be, you know, would have the most people who say it's their favorite, but it is what it is. Anyway.
Battle begins.
Write that down. We now have 5 favorite ice cream flavors. Or rather 5 people who we've got favorite ice cream flavors of. Oh, that's what I need to do. I need to start. I don't know whether to do it on my channel, on the channel page or on the Discord. Is to have like a running, like, not necessarily leaderboard as such, but like the list of favorite ice cream flavors. And then so we can see like who like the collective most popular ice cream flavor is. I feel I need that. Hey, I mean, yes, it is. You're in for the long haul when you want to if you want to start watching Naruto. But I love it. Deep down, in the depths of my soul, Naruto is one of my most favorite things ever. So if you do start watching it, I do hope you like it. It's near and dear to my heart. To the point I'm happy to sit here and do 11,000 fights.
Battle begins.
You can beat 3 Lego Harry Potter games in a day. Oh my god. That is dedication. That's amazing. Hey, oh my goodness. You could wait for when the remade Naruto episodes come out. You could watch those. Although having a look at the animation style, part of me is like, oh, do I prefer the old one? But anyway. I mean, the essence is still there. Sasuke's still badass. Itachi's still badass. Oh yeah. I'm just wondering. Yeah, actually, yeah. Do you know anything of Naruto? Okay, I think you're safe. It will be many episodes. Many episodes until you get into the pain arc. Many episodes. And actually I'm very interested, when you do start watching, I'm very interested to hear of your opinion on Sasuke. Like, very interested. And as from a lady to a lady, you'll probably understand why me and my like 11-year-old schoolgirl brain was like, oh my god, Sasuke is so hot, and oh my god, I totally want to be Sasuke's girlfriend, And like, oh my god, he's so dreamy. I used to be like that when I was like 10 years old. Just cringe now when I think about it. But, you know, you'll probably be able to see from his character why all the young ladies loved Sasuke. He's probably one of the most polarizing characters, I'd say. At least like nowadays he is. You're either gonna love him or hate him. No one's ever lukewarm on Sasuke.
Battle begins.
And I suppose you'll probably... It might be good that you've been playing Resident Evil as we've been doing this, because there have been probably a lot of characters here that will probably spoil you. So I wouldn't watch too closely. What else do I play? Well, good question. What else do I play? On stream? At the moment, nothing too much more. There's a series called Trail, or The Legend of Heroes, and then the sub-series is like Trails of this and Trails to that, and Trails, basically. I'm getting through that series at the most, so I play that sometimes. And other than that, just like all kinds of things. Like my favorite series are Zelda, Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, Elder Scrolls, mainly like RPG, JRPG, some little puzzly games, yeah, all sorts of stuff really. I'll tell you what I don't play. Probably easier to say what I don't play. Don't touch Call of Duties or Battlefields or like those sort of war-y shooty games. No Fortnite. You won't catch me dead playing Fortnite. And I don't play survivals, horror-y, that sort of stuff. That's pretty much the main gist. Final Fantasy? Ooh. Overall, I think 10. Final Fantasy 10. I'll always tout it to my grave. I will always say it is, if you ever want to see a story done right, you go and you look at the story of Final Fantasy 10. It is god tier in every way, shape and form. Like, genuinely. Followed very closely by Final Fantasy VII story. Yeah, I kind of love them all really. I don't think there's any Final Fantasy I dislike. Is there any Final Fantasy I dislike? I think it's more just like, what am I not as big a fan of? Or what do I mean, I love them all. But if there had to be a bottom of the list, it would be like 5 and 8. And even then, I kind of really love the story of 8. So it might be like 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 5. Yeah. Maybe? Yeah. Haven't played. Oh my goodness. Play 10. The only thing I'll warn about, if you ever do decide to play 10, the only thing I'll warn about is the cutscenes are unskippable and some of them are quite long. And in fact, there's one particular boss fight which has got 3 phases, and it is very, very extremely easy to die at the start of the 3rd phase, to the point that you will most likely die at the start of the 3rd phase, and then you've got to go back to the last save point, and then there's like a 10-minute cutscene that you've got to watch every single time. That's the only problem with 10. Beyond that, it's perfect. 15, that's another thing that I'll take to my grave, is that I really like 15. Like, I really like 15. Then when it came out, like my PlayStation 4 that I've got is like a 15 branded PlayStation 4, like all their names and the moon and stuff engraved on it. I played that game for like 100 hours plus when it came out, and there's a lot of people that don't like 15 and say that it's really weak. I fucking love it. Oh my god, I could write essays about the story. I love it so much. And I bawled like a little baby at the end. Like, I was sobbing. I was like trying to hide my face from my mum and dad because I didn't want them to see me and laugh. I adore 15. Oh my god, I adore it. 7. And know what, Michael Rich? You're allowed to have your opinion, just that your opinion's wrong. Just kidding. I can understand. Like, I can understand why a lot of people either don't like 15 or see it as mid. And that's fine. The only wrong opinion with Final Fantasy, only wrong opinion, and this is one I'll stand by, and it is probably one of the more controversial Final Fantasy opinions, is that Kefka is the best villain. Kefka from Final Fantasy VI is the best Final Fantasy villain. Those will be words you never hear coming out of my mouth, other than when I'm trying to illustrate a point. Because my goodness, I played 6. Meh. Meh. It's the same reason that I really don't like people. No, what am I trying to say? Not that I don't like people. Kefka is not Final Fantasy best villain for the same reason that the Joker is not the best movie villain, in the sense that your argument is moot if the only reason that a villain is the best villain is because they're just so evil. Oh my god. They just maniacally laugh and they're just evil for the sake of being evil. No. 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 I am a... Sephiroth is a fantastic villain because he's complex. Nah. No. Just don't be, no. Just, oh yeah, they just love being evil. Look at them, they're just so evil. Oh my goodness, evil villain is evil. Therefore they're the best villain. Like, no. No. So, Kefka's not the best Final Fantasy villain. That's the only wrong opinion about Final Fantasy that someone can have. I haven't played Final Fantasy 6. Final Fantasy 6 is a good game, but I do think from 7 onward, the stories have been the best. And I don't know if that's just because they're all in like from 7 onwards, they're in 3D, so like the story is told in a way I prefer. Like it's easier to get the story. Or they can do more with the story because it's in 3D. Maybe that's it. I don't know. But I'm also biased as well with like 7 and Sephiroth too, because again, my 10-year-old, 12-year-old girl self thought that Sephiroth was beautiful and hot and sexy. And I want to be his girlfriend too, along with being Sasuke's girlfriend. So it's kind of like, yeah. A lot of my opinions back then, when I was like, when in my youth, in my young schoolgirl days, a lot of my favorite boy characters were just like whether I looked at them and found them attractive. A fact which I cringe at now, but can't deny that's who I used to be. But anyway. I played 16. By golly, yes I have. I have indeed. I was actually, about like an hour and a half ago, I was giving a very detailed, well, probably not super detailed, I was giving a big breakdown of my thoughts and feelings about 16. And how, while it is not the greatest game to ever exist, by golly, that game has some of the highest highs in the series. Like, not even kidding. Oh, 16 Sid is just, like, there is no argument. It is the best Sid. Like, the best Sid. Like, there's like, you know, there's a whole bunch of iconic Sids. But then there's 16 Sid. And that's just on a level. On a level the others only dream about achieving. Just like, that game has some of the best characters. Like, genuinely some of the best characters. Like, Sid, Gav, and Clive are like the holy trinity of utterly fantastic Final Fantasy characters. Just saying. Just saying. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Michael Rich, thank you for the gift sub. And thank you, Ashley, for being around to receive the gift sub. I don't know how to thank gift subs. But just thank you and just anyway. Yeah. Long story short, we are a Final Fantasy 16 positive channel. And we wait expectantly for Final Fantasy 17 announcement in like 5 years. And we also wait expectantly for Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth to come out February 29th, 2024. We're gonna take like 2 days off work. Which reminds me, I've actually got to put my leave in. My boss knows it's coming out, but I haven't put my leave in yet for it. Okay, and kablam. Rightio. I will do 3 more fights, including this one coming up. Methinks. It's So I'll do 2 more fights after this one. And that will be me for this fine evening. Because I gotta get ready for work tomorrow. Yay. And I've got an on-sign client meeting, so I've got to iron a shirt. Yay. But at least it's Friday tomorrow. And it's the weekend. Oh my god. So excited. Just the weekends now are just, you get so excited for Saturday. Or actually, no, you just get so excited for leaving work on Friday because you're like, oh, thank God it's the weekend. And then you just spend the weekend coming down from the stress that was the week. And then Sunday is spent getting anxious because I'm like, oh God, I've got work tomorrow. That's right. Ouch. Can't believe it. I know, oh my goodness. So, just in my mind I went on a huge train of thought, just thinking about Baldur's Gate 3. But then I also went on a train of thought thinking about Mario Party. And so you're probably like, what are Baldur's Gate 2 and Mario Party? How are they connected? You two, if you're into your RPGs, like top-down stuff, play Divinity Original Sin 1. It can be two-player. It can be two-player. But basically, if you two played it together, you can create your own character. So each of you can create your character. You can have different classes. You can have whatever. And then it's like D&D, but it's sort of not-ish, but not really. But you can both be playing at the same time, and you can do some crazy stuff. Like you can talk to an NPC, or one of you can talk to an NPC. So technically, that NPC is now distracted by one of you, and the other person can go in and steal all their stuff. Because what can they do? They're stuck in dialogue with the other person, so they can't come around and tell you off for stealing their stuff. It's a very good game, I must say. I just thought about that for some reason. But anyway, yeah. Oh yeah, Shippuden is like a 3-year time skip between the end of Naruto OG and Naruto Shippuden. So if you ever hear people talking about a time skip in Naruto, they're basically Naruto Shippuden is the series that takes place after the time skip. Man, I might actually decide I'm gonna be fruity today. Gonna be fruity fresh. And I'm actually gonna do 2 more fights after this one, because I can't be bothered finishing it. Okay, right. These 2 fights coming up are the last ones. for today. And then we'll be down to 1,536. Oh, that's so cute. Oh yeah, no, you're definitely going to want to bring tissues with Naruto. Most definitely. And especially when you get to Shippuden. There are one moment definitely in particular. And it's with the character that I didn't even think I particularly cared for. But they made me cry.
Out of my way, flunky.
Tornado drop.
The victor has been decided.
Last fight of the day. Fight 124.
Battle begins.
Oh no. In tune with emotions too. Okay, yeah, no. Bring like 3 boxes of tissues. You'll get through all of them by the end of once you're done with Naruto. Like definitely. Most definitely. In fact, yeah, oh my god, I'm just even thinking just like the first arc. The climactic event battle at the end of the first arc. Yeah. Good luck. That's all I'll say. You're gonna frickin' love it, but you'll be crying along the way. Be crying and wailing, but you'll love it and you'll want to keep going. Anyway, let me update the list because we are down to 1,536. Oh my lordy. We've done so many fights. Oh my goodness. Okay, I will have to leave it there. Now, I'm going to try and stream tomorrow night. Try my darndest. Try my darndest. I don't know what it will be. It might be another Naruto. It most likely will be another Naruto because I do need to like catch up on stuff, so I need to get down to like the 1,300s. No, maybe. I'll see. You'll probably see me tomorrow doing. It'll be Naruto again, I reckon. Actually, yeah, think about it. Who am I kidding? But no. Until then, thank you so much for popping in. Ashley, it has been fabulous to meet you. Have a wonderful day as well. I'll leave you two lovebirds to go and do lovebird things. Stay safe. Stay well. Stay hydrated. Stay fruity fresh. Stay fabulous. Eat lots of ice cream. Drink lots of cups of tea. Play lots of video games. Do cool stuff. Yep. That's my outro. I'll see you when I see you. Have a good one and bye.